All right, so we talking the best number twos in anime today.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's get straight to it.
Yeah.
How
So
you feeling?
I'm feeling like the best number two for me right now. Of course, we're gonna get the obvious out the way, right? Let's
Who
go
the
ahead.
obvious?
Let's go ahead and say Zoro. We already know he, he the first mate on a in One Piece, and he's a badass.
People be glazing Goro.
They glaze him for good reason though. Like we really gotta think about all the shit this man went through. How much of a dedicated number two do you have to be to go to your mortal enemy who you swore to defeat and go like, hey, I need to learn from you so I can save the number one in the show?
When you're about to die, you ain't got no choice because they send you there.
I mean, it doesn't matter. That still shows dedication. He got down on his hands and knees. Think about it. Would Vegeta do that for Goku?
Vegeta, nah.
Exactly.
All right, so speaking of Vegeta, Vegeta is one of mine. He's one of the best number twos in the show.
Okay.
And I don't even know how he became the best number two in the show that's been around since Dragon Ball. Like, really, that spot should have been Krillin's or somebody else's, but somehow Vegeta showed up and took over that slot.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta even think about that. Like, how did Vegeta come in and when did that really even happen that he became the number two guy?
He became the number two guy, I think, in like the Android Saga. In the Android Saga, when he had moved to Earth, he started fucking an alien woman. He started fucking a human woman, and then he had a son. And then on top of that, Goku became a Super Saiyan. And then he was literally so upset that he couldn't become a Super Saiyan, and he came in to save Goku. He became number two.
So hold on. Let me just think about this. So we had the Saiyan invasion arc.
Yeah.
I don't know if we consider that was Raditz his own arc though.
Yeah.
So Raditz was his own arc. So
no, he wasn't his own arc. Him plus Vegeta and Nappa were arc, the Saiyan saga.
You feel like because when they showed them coming to Earth, they wasn't actually at Earth yet though.
Yeah, but they were a threat that had to do with the threat that was on Earth.
All right, we got the Saiyan arc.
Yeah.
We lead the Saiyan arc. We go to Namek.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the Namek arc.
Yeah.
Who I'm trying to think before I guess they right after that, right? They right after that.
Yeah. Right after the Namek arc is the Android. No, yeah, it's the Android saga. Dang, that's crazy. That's so crazy.
I feel like because the Namekian arc took so long, that it feel like it's no comparison to that. Like the Android arc didn't last as long, especially when you think about Cell, because he was like right after that, and that was probably the shortest arc.
I feel like the Android saga was just the short saga that was between like, oh god, we introduced this amazing power up, and now we're gonna introduce the amazing power up to the power up. So they just skipped right over that and went right to Cell.
So all right, that's what I'm trying to think. Like, is Vegeta really the number two? Like, how? All right, so basically he had the Android arc. Like you said, he showed up, ripped Android 19's Android 19's arms off. That was like, oh shoot, he's a Super Saiyan now.
Yeah,
but he wasn't even the strongest Super Saiyan.
Okay, let's think about it like this. Maybe the real number two is Piccolo.
It should have been Gohan, but Gohan, that's another story for another game.
I think it's Piccolo. Think about it. Everything Piccolo touched in that show turned to gold. Let's be honest. Like, between him training Gohan, between him fusing with Nail to save everybody ass from Frieza until he got to his third form, to him fusing with Kami in order for them to save their asses in the Android saga, Piccolo low-key is the number two.
I feel you. Now, say that. Y'all need to know that. Piccolo's the number two in Dragon Ball Z, not Vegeta.
Yeah. Vegeta's kind of like the number 3.5, because even then, if we say Dragon Ball Z plus Dragon Ball, Krillin's technically number two.
I think it's still Piccolo, though, because Piccolo had a better arc. He had more impact on Dragon Ball than even Krillin. He killed Krillin. Like, his minion killed Krillin. Technically, I think he definitely is the number. Like, he's Sanji. Vegeta is Sanji.
Vegeta. Is he Sanji? Dang.
Vegeta is Sanji. He's got to be, because he seems like he could be number two, but he ain't.
One of these days, we got to go over, like, the best trio, like, member that actually isn't a trio. Because I think we got a lot of people we could throw up in there. But if we want to sue... Okay, how about this? What do you think about this? Best number two, Griffith from Berserk.
Griffith from Berserk being a number two.
He was number two.
Because it's definitely not Casca.
No.
Once she lost her mind, it was over.
Yeah, I mean, I think once Griffith came into the story, it was over.
Yeah. And it's crazy because Griffith should have been number one. He was the leader of the Band of the Hawk.
But the reality is he was always threatened by my boy Guts, because Guts was a savage, and he always wanted to know how he was going to be able to turn Guts to his side, but Guts didn't trust him like that, and he got salty.
And Guts was glazing Griffith too. He went and seen him Like, hold on,
Yeah,
he ain't gonna be my friend. I need a friend.
Yeah.
I just killed this little boy for you, and you're not my friend.
You know what's gonna sound kind of crazy? Let's think about all of what makes a number two, and a lot of people would sit over here and go like, yeah, you know, number one and number two gotta have like a little bromance, because we think of like Naruto and Sasuke, Zoro and Luffy, they got a little bit of bromance, and a lot of people would sit over here and go like, yeah, Sasuke and Naruto kiss. I'd be like, that's not a bromance. That's just a weird moment, okay? But
hold on, they did what?
That's what they say. That's what they be saying. Like, so I talked to my sister, right? And she was just like, yeah, you know, sometimes like the main character and the sub main character in the show, they be kind of iffy. They be over there like getting a little too close. You know, Naruto and Sasuke kiss, and I was just like,
I don't remember that. I hope that. I don't know. I ain't see that.
That's what she said.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, she said it. Yeah, she said they kiss. Everybody, check in. If they kiss, let Blink know they kissed. I wasn't there. I didn't see that neither.
Like, so, like, now that you got me thinking about it, like you said, who is really the number two? Because we gotta come up with a criteria what makes you a number two. I think popularity. Okay. Your popularity relative to the main characters has to play a role in who's number two for sure. Like, that's going to be a given. Because we talking about, you know, opinions. Like, who's going to agree with the most of this?
Also, a number two in a story has to do something for the main character that they would never do for someone else. Like, you got to think about it. Like Killua. Killua would never, ever, first of all, be friendly with anybody other than Gon.
Killua was an assassin.
That's the point. He was friendly with no other human being that he wasn't murdering or torturing or any other violent activity other than Gon. Think about someone who else in the show before Kurapika came around and before the guy in the black suit with the glasses came around, who was
Dang, you don't even know my man's name?
Look, man, look. I know the characters that I love, right? But it's just like, who else was Killua actually friendly with?
Killua, he don't even like his family.
He doesn't like it?
He don't like nobody in his family. I mean, they're not likable people, but still.
I mean, his brother tortured him in the show. Before he ripped his arm out of that chain.
I don't know. Now, like, if I really had to think about it, I think Hisoka might be number two on the show. Hisoka might be the number two on the show, not Killua.
Absolutely not. It's like, you're acting like, okay, Gon and Hisoka's relationship is not like Vegeta and Goku's, right? Even though that's kind of like and Hisoka's a pervert. No.
He's a weirdo.
He's
but it's a lot of, like, those characters in anime.
Yeah, but they're not number twos on the show.
But, all right, so, like, when I think about number two, the reason I'm saying reoccurrence and how much they show up in the show and their impact on the show is, okay, this is my new point of what makes him a number two. So I look at that as being a part of it.
But
so we look at that impact.
More than Hisoka.
He is. He's on the show more. Because he's right next to Gon all the time.
That's a number two.
All right. I digress then.
Okay.
He might be the number two. He might be.
So
but I feel like if he dies tomorrow, I would care more than probably if Killua died.
Hisoka?
Yeah. Because I don't know who else is the big bad of the show. Like, who's the big bad of that show? Do you consider what the what?
The Phantom Troop?
The Phantom Troop? They not really trying to go after them though. Now they want to go after Hisoka. A lot of people want to kill Hisoka.
That's true. I mean, but wouldn't that make Hisoka more of a? He's not the big bad of the show then. He's just a savage. He's just different.
He's the most wanted man in the show. We're gonna do an episode about the most wanted characters too.
Oh yeah.
But
so like he's Guts level. Like after he got the brand on his neck type, most wanted.
That's definitely a different way of looking at it.
I'm just saying, like, if you're really thinking about like people coming after you trying to kill you, come on now.
But he purposely put the target on his own back.
Who, Guts?
No.
Hisoka?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Hisoka's a savage. Like you said, we're gonna have to do another episode of Hisoka. So how about this? In Fairy Tail, would Happy be the number two in Fairy Tail, or is it Gray?
I gotta go back to Fairy Tail. I ain't finished Fairy Tail.
Oh, what?
Like, I started it. But it's like one of them shows, like sometimes you got shows that you start and you just like, I'm going to go back to it. Like I was telling you before we started recording, Desert Punk is one of them shows for me. I was like, for the people that never seen Trigun, it reminds me of Trigun. But yeah, Desert Punk was like one of those shows for me. And Fairy Tail was another one where I started it. But I'm like, I do want to see where this goes. But I got to have attention for this show right now. And I didn't have it.
Okay. So for me, because I've seen Harry Tail, I would definitely say that Happy is the number 2 in that show because Happy, he's always on Natsu's head. He always with the squad. And if it's not him, it's going to be Gray. Y'all let me know. I say it's Happy. Y'all can tell me if it's Gray. I say it's Happy. Deal with it. So, next one.
Who you got?
Okay.
What about Pokemon?
Pikachu?
It's not. Well, I mean, he Pikachu's like they sub characters together. I feel like he's A and Ash is A and Pikachu's AB or something like 1A.
So which Pokemon are we talking about though? Because there's like a.
Oh no, I was
Pokemons.
talking about like the characters in general.
No. Okay, so like, but there's different ones though. So like in Diamond and Pearl is May, but in the original Pokemon is Misty, as the number 2s.
Misty over Brock. Okay, Misty over Brock.
I say,
Who did he meet first?
He bet Brock first.
Yeah, because he didn't meet Misty into Ceridian City or Ceridian City, whatever that place is called.
I'll say it's Misty. I think Misty's number 2.
I don't know.
She was also the one who handed Ash almost a mean L.
Shoot, Ash lost to Brock, didn't he?
Did he? I don't remember.
I don't think he beat Brock with them rock
He
Pokemon
did. Oh,
the
he
first
did.
time.
He did win because didn't it? Pikachu hit like the water sprinkler and then it rained and then he did a thunderbolt on Onyx.
I feel like Brock had a lot going on. He was watching his little brothers and sisters.
He did beat him. He put Pikachu in a bind and Ash lost. He did beat him.
Yeah,
and then after
I was pretty
that,
sure he did. I was like, I think he beat him the first time.
He did beat him, and then they hit the sprinkler afterwards, and then plot armor and Pikachu zapped Onyx.
Yeah, because I was about to say, he ain't no water attacks. He only had Pikachu. He could use. Well, I don't know if he could use Earthquake back then. He was a gym leader. He should have been stronger.
Mm-hmm. But I say Missy's number 2 because she was so damn annoying that she helped Ash grow some patience.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Misty for number 2 in Pokemon. Then, I'm trying to think. Oh, I know which one. 7 Deadly Sins. I'm gonna go with Bond. That's the number 2. I thought it was what's the guy that had the sun powers?
Ooh.
He got stronger with the sun or something.
What is his name? I forgot his name, man.
The guy with the mustache. We're gonna put a picture of him up.
I know exactly who you're talking about, man. I forgot his daggone name. That's crazy.
Sylvester. I don't know. His name. Somebody in the comments tell us what his name is. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I can't think of his name either. But honestly, I think it's the girl with the white hair. What was her name?
Ooh, the girl. You said the girl with the white hair?
Yeah. So.
The girl that was always following him.
The one who died when, the girl who was cursed to like die over and over and over again and reincarnate in different bodies because of Meliodas' curse.
By that logic, then, if we're thinking about something, do you see all of Inuyasha?
No. I have never watched Inuyasha.
You never watched Inuyasha?
I've never watched Inuyasha.
That's crazy. All right.
I always thought it was lame.
I'm just going to say now then, I think Naraku, not the villain, but the guy with the wind tunnel, I think he would be the number 2 in that show. Then I'll just say that then.
Okay, so let's get another obvious one out the way. So Alphonse, best number 2, next to Edward Elric.
Yeah, he got
Fullmetal Alchemist. Yeah,
there ain't nobody else besides him.
There isn't. I mean, who else do we say?
King Bradley.
No, King Bradley's a savage. King Bradley. Okay. Do you think that King Bradley is like the same level of notoriety as Ahsoka? I think in that show he got to that same level. He got to that same level because King Bradley's he's a gangster. Like he's
King
really
Bradley
about
was murking stuff from the beginning when he first showed up, and the guy that had the ice powers when he was putting the transmutations around his whole city.
Yeah.
And he showed up and stabbed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think King Bradley might have been. I mean, even over Pride, I think King Bradley was more impressionable than Pride was.
Yes, he was. So let's get to this because I don't like this show as much as other people do, but I get that it's amazing. Attack on Titan. Who would you say is the number 2 in Attack on Titan? Because let's think about it.
It's Levi.
It's Levi?
It's got to be.
Yeah, but okay, based upon your criteria that you said earlier.
Most popular?
No, but you said most screen time though. Levi didn't have no screen time until he got there. So let's use this same logic, right? Just like how you said, just like how you said when Vegeta came to number 2, right? And that happened later on. When did Levi become the number 2 in this show?
I feel like it definitely when they went to the when he was getting stolen, when Aaron was getting stolen, when the female Titan was first trying to steal him.
Okay.
I think that's when before the ape. I know that's gonna be the go-to is the ape. Forget that. Before we even get there, when we see him and Annie's trying to take him, and they're in the forest, we see Levi murking everything moving.
All right, so now I'm going to get into an anime that
Unless you say Reiner.
No, hell no. So I'm gonna get into an anime that most people don't know about. So it's this anime called Chivalry of a Failed Knight. And so essentially this anime is essentially about this guy who goes to this school full of students, and they essentially have like magical sword power. So like, well, weapon power. So they can have bows, they can have swords, they can have axes, and they have like a level system. So it's like A, there's F, and then there's like at the top is A. He is an F. So like the reason why it's called Chivalry of a Failed Knight is because his powers are F, because he doesn't have any magic powers, but his sword skills are impeccable. He has the best sword skills in the school, but he has no magic, so he's F. He becomes roommates with this girl named Scarlet, and she has like these magical flame powers, and she's A rank, and she's a badass, getting all this TV notoriety. He ends up being her roommate, and they duel, and he whoops her behind because she has no sword skill outside of her throwing her magic around. She's the best number 2 because she actually depends on him in his training regimen to learn how to become a swordsman in the show, because she actually kept losing to people who were like weaker than her because she didn't have any skill outside of depending on her powers. And he was whooping everybody because he had the sword skill and had no powers.
I gotta see this. What you said it's called again?
It's called Chivalry of a Failed Knight.
All right, so I gotta check that one out. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I want more input on it, but for anybody that really know about Chivalry of a Failed Knight, please leave it in the comments.
Yeah, we got it.
I was thinking too, now I was a little torn between this because I was thinking about Pokemon, and of course my next after Pokemon I automatically go to Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, dang, is Joey number 2 or is Kaiba number 2?
Joey's number 2.
Over Kaiba?
Joey's number 2. We're not.
Dang, I thought Kaiba might be number 2 over Joey.
We can't have that conversation, man.
Why not?
But it's similar. Okay, let's go back to what you were talking about. When did Vegeta become number 2? When did Levi become number 2? When did Kaiba become number 2?
I feel like Kaiba was always there. Joey was always there too. But we was watching Joey kind of level up. But like, I feel like if we thinking about rivals, then I guess by Kaiba being his natural rival the whole time, like, yeah, he went against Pegasus and them other people married.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like they left that the same impression. The Blue Eyes White Dragon and the Dark Magician was like Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, like synonymous, right?
Yeah.
So let's put it like this.
What's Joey's best card that you feel like will be that?
Joey's best card, low key, is the Time Wizard.
I was automatically thinking Time Wizard too. I was like, it's definitely better than the Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Yeah, it's better than Red Eyes Black Dragon. But in all reality, for all the people that play Master Duel out there, Meteor Black Dragon is actually Joey's best card. If you're a real Yu-Gi-Oh nerd, you know what that card is, and it's gangster.
I ain't gonna lie, I never used that one.
So
I got what arc did they get to before they showed that card?
So technically, I don't think that card was ever in an arc. It was more so like fan fiction made a card, I think, and then it was like Meteor Black Dragon plus Red Eyes Black Dragon. Like, it was like 2 different dragons, and they just put them together. Because, Joey used polymerization a lot.
Yeah, they had a lot of unbelievable stuff that was in the show that was not in the real game. It was like, you can't do that in the game. Like,
yes.
Why they show it on the show?
But it's definitely Joey because, once again, based upon my criteria, the main character has to do something for the secondary. The best number 2 has to do something for the number 1 that they would never do for anybody else.
All right, so they got to help the number 1 to be
the
number 2.
Yes. They got to help. Think about it. What number 2 have we said that never helped the number 1?
I ain't gonna say never helped, because Kaiba did help Yugi.
Yeah.
He helped Joey.
Yeah.
So
he helped.
He helped them, and he might be the reason why he actually beat Merritt.
I mean, okay, let's put it out like this. Somebody name a number 2 in the show that literally never helped the number 1. Go ahead and throw that out for me, because I think that's a criteria. Like, how many times did Zoro sacrifice? How many times, even if it was... Okay, Vegeta literally had to fuse with Goku. That's a sacrifice.
Solo leveling being so popular, right?
Okay.
Who is Jin Woo's number 2 then on that show? He ain't no number 2 in that whole show?
Need a number 2. It's called solo leveling.
Beerus. Gotta be him.
Number 2.
It gotta be him. You don't think so?
It's called solo leveling. I don't think it has a number 2.
No number 2 in that whole show.
It's not like Sword Art Online, where like Kirito, even though he was a solo leveler, he still had Asuna. He still had his bae by his side, so he's still technically. And then he learned to not have to be solo. Jinwoo never learned how to not have to be solo.
I don't know if we talking manga or not. He had to figure out he needed a little bit of help. But the people that he would summon, his summonings, that's why I said Beerus had to be his number 2. That's why I'm looking at, like, just like how you said Ash and Pikachu, I'm looking at Beerus as his number 2.
Ifrit is his number 2.
Who?
What was not Ifrit? God dang. What was the knight's name? Ignis.
Iris.
What's his name?
Iris.
Iris.
Yeah, I feel like that was his name.
Somebody tell us.
Idris.
Idris.
His name was Idris.
Idris is
Yeah,
number 2.
I can see how it's spelled, and in my head it looked like Idris, but yeah, Idris.
Idris is number 2, and he fucked him up. Let me tell you something. The way Idris fucked him up, it was kind of like how Giyu was getting fucked up in the in the movie when he was fighting against Akaza. Akaza was fucking him up like Idris was fucking up Sung Jinwoo. It was
spoiler alert. If you have not read the manga, I'm going to say something about the solo leveling.
Oh, I've not read the manga.
All right. So I just feel like, and this is not super crazy.
Okay.
But it's the fact that when they do get to talking about, in the manga, they do eventually reveal Idris' side of the fight and how he looked at the fight when he was fighting Sun Jinwoo from his perspective.
That's cool.
And he was just like, is he really even worthy of me? Because I'm not even using all my power on you right now. I just need to see if you, because my master that I used to serve next to the throne, this empty throne here, it was a person here. And he told me to wait for you. And now that you're here, I'm sitting here thinking like, all right, I'm going to try to kill you. Like, if you're not nice, you're just going to die today.
I mean, he wasn't nice to because he was fucking him up. But also, that proves that he's number 2. Because remember, something that they do for the number 1 that they would never do for anybody else.
So solo leveling is unique in that way with his summons. Sun Jinwoo, he has levels. He actually has rankings to the people that he has. Yeah. And Idris is pretty much very much close to being on par once he gets his weapon, his final weapon or whatever, to being on the same level as Beerus, the ant.
Yeah. Man. Solo leveling. I love this solo leveling, man. It's so good. So what other number 2s are you thinking? Have we completed the criteria first of all?
I think we got the criteria. I mean, this is the main ones that come to my head. Now I know we missing some. So if we missing some and you got them, like why you ain't say that? Write it. We can go back and forth in the comments. I'll tell you why I don't think it's number 2.
Because the big thing for me, I watch a lot of anime that aren't like mainstream. So I'm going to be putting people onto a bunch of different anime they've never even seen. So
let's get to that real quick. We're going to get to that segment. So we want to go into a quick summary under 5 minutes of an anime that people should be watching that they're not watching. But we'll give you a little something, but not too much. A little something.
Okay. So we're going to start with something that many people have seen, but a lot of people haven't. So it's an anime called Ikitosen. If you've never seen Ikitosen, it's essentially about a bunch of badass high school kids that get these like matama, which are like these little earring things. And the earrings have the soul of an ancient warrior from China. So they're all fighting in all of these different schools with all these warrior spirits. And they're fighting against each other to control different territory. But it gets to the point where how their lives turn out is very similar to how the ancient warriors died, whose powers that they have in the earring. Like, it's super dope.
All right, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm guessing it's on Crunchyroll at least, right?
It's on Crunchyroll. It's on Hulu.
How many episodes is it?
Well, I think it's like 3 or 4 different seasons. So it's kind of like, I think like almost 110.
Oh, shoot. See, people be getting on me because I was trying to get them to watch One Piece and they always, it's so long. There's so many episodes I got to watch. I'm like, they 20 minutes once you skip the intro and outro.
But if it's too short, you're going to be bored. So pick a side.
And once you catch up, you're going to be like, it's over. I can't watch it no more.
Exactly.
I got to wait for episodes to come out. I'm like, it was 1,000 episodes, but lucky you ain't got to wait for nothing.
And I know a lot of people are sitting over here going like, yeah, we love Tokyo Revengers. Ikitosen was like Tokyo Revengers before Tokyo Revengers. So if you want to know where Tokyo Revengers got its thing, and of course there was anime even before Ikitosen, right, that did like the high school fighting theme, but Ikitosen really, like, when it comes to like students dying and getting put into real life adult situations, like Ikitosen was that show.
Also, so we got 2 topics that we're going to explore next episode, right? And I want the audience input on this. If we should go with should we go with show anime characters, groups, and teams And think like Koski, think like Seven Deadly Sins, think Phantom Troop. Think of those type of people. Or do y'all want to see something else? Like what else you think we should cover?
We should cover okay, so think about it like this. Think about main characters in anime who had to see someone that they care about die in order for them to become a better character.
Define better. Because I told you, what I look at is like they got stronger.
No. I mean like morality better. I mean like they were a complete like nonsensical dickhead, or they had a lot of fucked up ways that they went about doing things. But then this character died, and then they had to grow the hell up. They had to become a better character.
I'm gonna tell you, they got stronger. His is that they, Cowboys is that they actually became a better person.
Yeah,
I don't care about you being a better person.
Or they had to lock beat in, the person. Or they just had to lock in. Like, think about it. Think about it like this, right? If Goku did not get blown up when he fought Cell, and Cell didn't regenerate, would Gohan have become Super Saiyan 2?
He wouldn't have, but he got stronger. See? He wasn't a better person.
He locked in. Killer instinct came out. That's lock in. He could have became Super Saiyan 2 and still been a little bitch. A whiny little bitch.
He couldn't become a Super Saiyan 2 and been that, though. That was the whole point.
I'm just saying.
He became stronger.
Mentality brought him to Super Saiyan 2.
Even like Krillin dying. Stepped it up. Gohan stepped it up.
Yeah, but Krillin dying also made Goku lock in and stop having pity for Frieza and became a Super Saiyan, even though he still like was.
Hold on, how many times did Krillin die on anime? I'm trying to think. Like,
hey, another episode. How many? What characters took the most L's in anime?
All right, so y'all let us know which one of those 3 topics we should cover next episode. Until then, I am Blink.
I'm Cowboy,
and we'll see you next time. Fill in the blank.
Peace.